Hello, beautiful human. I'm Zach. That is Dan. We welcome to the studio for the first time ever. You just heard her song, Jordi.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, it's me.
Yeah. What's going on? You have quite the energy, sis.
Thank you. I try. I also had an energy drink right before I came here, which could be a good thing or a bad thing for everybody involved. But
what is your energy drink of choice?
it's like a Sour Patch Kid flavored one.
Oh, you're talking about like those G4 like workout creatine things?
I mean, it's not the best for you. I don't drink it all the time, okay? It's not a habit, okay? Don't try that at home.
Even are you also working out on that or no?
Absolutely.
Is it these ghost things?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like crazy.
Yeah, well, here we are.
Well, welcome. Thank you
I only took
here.
a couple sips just for you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, why have you chosen to like keep your full name a mystery to people?
Honestly, there's not really a specific reason. I just feel like Jordi very much so just like, it's me. I'm Jordi. I feel like it's very short, to the point, and it's just me.
Have you gone out of your way to keep your last name from people?
I mean, maybe in the beginning, and then it just kind of like stuck.
Mom just raised her hand in the corner.
Started when she was younger.
When she was a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Just
that protect thing.
Just Jordi.
My mom, I think, maybe was scared in the beginning. She was like, oh, maybe someone's going to kidnap you in your sleep. That didn't end up happening.
No.
But then I just stuck with Jordi, so.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, we were able to find your last name, so we got to do a better job at hiding it.
Wow, well, that was the show, guys. I hope everyone...
Bye. See you later. Well, because I think a lot of times, like, people forget that you've been creating online in some way, shape, or form for a long time. Like, for a minute now, you started creating on Musical.ly, but also, like, you've been dancing and singing for a second. I had no idea that you had broken 3 dance records.
Yeah, so I've been doing social media for like a very long time. I started TikTok like the month it switched from Musical.ly. But I've been singing my entire life. So
wait, but you weren't an OG Musical.ly creator? Mm-mm. Oh, interesting.
I started literally like the month it switched to TikTok. But I started, and originally I honestly didn't know like what I wanted to post. My mom was like, oh, you're kind of funny. So I was like, maybe she's funny. So I started posting like comedy videos, and that's what took off. So I kind of stuck with that, but I always had music as the end goal in my head. So I just figured if I could, get the audience, so that way when I eventually put out music, I'd have people to listen to it. That was kind of my main goal.
Interesting, because like it was more of like a means to people as opposed to it being like a sole focus in what you wanted to do forever.
Well, I mean, like I enjoy what I do. Like I have been a very just goofy person like my entire life. So my posts are very me, and I enjoy it. And I think this entire road through like my social media career, I've created such like a good special relationship with my fan base that it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm just posting comedy content. It's just like I have a very special relationship with the people that watch it, if that makes sense.
How do you build that relationship, or how do you feel you've built it? Like, what techniques have you used, or is there like a through line through everything you've ever posted that just, I don't know, is outside of it just being you? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's not really like a tactic or anything. I'm very much myself with people. And I like to stay very like involved and, like just posting throughout my day and just like very much so being myself, I feel like has captured that connection with them.
I get that. Mm-hmm. How do you utilize that connection with human beings that you fostered through social media? Does that impact the music you end up making or the stories you end up telling, or are you solely telling stories that are yours?
I mean, so far, I've written, the songs that I write are usually about things that I've gone through, but I do think that still connects with people because, obviously take like Just a Friend, for instance, like so many people have gone through things like that. So if I can take something that I went through and have someone else relate to it and be like, oh, that wasn't just me. I wasn't feeling crazy. Like other people have gone through it too. I think that's kind of what I like to do with my music.
So are you writing these records? Are you in the room writing these songs too?
Yeah.
So, okay.
I actually wrote Just a Friend in my car.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote it a while ago. Funny story. I actually wrote Just a Friend before it was even confirmed that this girl was like just a friend. So like I could have just been being dramatic and she was like his cousin. She ended up not being his cousin. But I wrote it in my car by myself because I like to I like to write songs when I'm like feeling the emotions, like in the moment, because I feel like that's when like my best work happens, is when I'm very in the moment. So I literally just went out to my car. I was like, she's not just a friend. And I wrote a lot of that song just sitting.
But right in the moment, the second you had that real deep suspicion.
Yep.
That's cool.
Thanks.
So
I just made my pain rhyme.
Well, by the way, like super common, like being in a situation where you just know that either something's wrong and you know where it's stemming from and you know it's fishy and suspicious. Just got out of that. Like I was like in a kind of situationship that was like on its way to being something real. I was like, oh, they're definitely like he definitely has somebody else. And I knew it. And then one day I was in a meeting and I look at my phone and I got a message from the other guy.
Oh, that's horrid. That's actually horrid.
I did.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have a gut feeling. And sometimes you try to, like...
I knew for months.
That's what I'm saying.
I knew. And I just, like, ate it. And I took it. And I was like, swallow it.
My condolences, sir.
Yeah.
How did you find out that this girl was more than just a friend?
Communication. I straight up asked him.
You did?
Yeah, it was like a whole conversation. But...
At least you got a straight answer eventually.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it is what it is. I think that all these experiences help me grow as a person. Like, just when I look at, like, when I wrote that song, because, like, I'm not going through it anymore, but I still, like, when I listen to that song, I'm like, oh, I remember, like, the feelings, you know? But, yeah.
Yeah, rough.
The silence was so loud.
Yeah, dude, because now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm sad again. I've just been in the process of getting over it.
Don't be sad. That's not good. That's not bueno.
I mean, it's a part of the process, you know?
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, feel like I can like see the message in my head. I can like feel it.
Just listen to my song and that'll just help you feel it even more.
That's sis. The last time I don't know. It's hard. It's wild. Like it is like ultimate betrayal. And then it's even like worse. Like, in my case, I kept bringing it up and being lied to over and over and over again. And I knew, but like, I was just trying to take them for their word, because if God forbid I didn't trust them, then they would, it would turn it into something even more.
See, like, my thing is like, I couldn't even hate the guy because, like, what's funny is Just a Friend is kind of like a prequel in my brain to Hate You because it's about the same situation. So I wrote Just a Friend first. So it's like, I couldn't even, like, be super mad at him because I knew he was, like, a good person. And it was just, like, a very complicated situation that I was going through. Like, he did crappy things, but at the end of the day, I knew his heart. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I could, look, he just gave me the dirtiest
Are you, like,
eyes.
making excuses for this guy?
No, I'm not making excuses. It was a very complicated situation. In that moment, though, look, that song, I did not make excuses. I said what I said, and I meant it.
You did.
I did. But I think he has grown as a person. I think I have grown, and we're doing our thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now I'm ruminating.
I'm very sorry.
Was this the guy that was a long distance relationship?
You know who else is in a relationship?
Who?
You.
Oh, I am.
You are.
I am I'm in an actual healthy relationship. Now I'm festering on the old toxic one, which I'm sure my boyfriend's going to love to fucking hear. Sick. Yeah, I am in a relationship.
How is that?
Oh, it's great. It's amazing. Outside of moments like this where like, what does give me a slight hang up from time to time. But it's still, I'm not fully healed, but like we're in process.
I mean, like, is anybody ever actually fully healed? No, they're not.
But my boyfriend, he's amazing and he helps me and understands me and I feel understood and we align in so many different ways. He's incredible. And it's my first actual like real relationship that is like as defined and legitimate and whatever. It's great. Yeah, thanks for asking. Thank you for bringing it up.
Yeah, well, I care. I care about you, Zach. Okay?
Yeah, I'm so sorry that it polluted your For You page or something. I'm so sorry.
I know, I did see it.
Now, strangers have been coming up to me and congratulating me. It's a very unique thing.
See, you're better than me. I think like anytime like if I would be in a relationship, I just don't think I could do it like publicly.
Oh, see, you're right. It's a crazy thing and I'm an idiot. I'll tell you this.
At least you're self-aware.
Oh, yeah, gotta be. I've been doing this radio show for 17 years, and it started as like my friend, right? Like my best friend. So whatever would go on in my life, I would just go to this and talk about it. And it's essentially stayed the exact same for the last 17 fucking years. And it's caused the most amazing moments and some of the worst moments and a bunch of shit in between. And the last relationship, I was kind of in the situationship thing, didn't go so great when I would talk about them on the show because I didn't tell them about it. And then they found out all of a sudden and made me sit down with them and watch it all. Definitely a rough one.
Made you watch it with them?
Yeah. Because,
That's torture.
Well, to be honest, some of the stuff I said about them was pretty rough. Now I'm in a relationship where it's incredibly healthy and positive.
Yeah.
And in this situation, I started talking about them on the radio and didn't tell them. And then it ended up going viral and then was sent to them or they saw it on their For You page or something.
Oof.
But they were so cool with it and okay with it. And they were on the show yesterday. So I put them on the radio show, but they go through a voice changer and they're just like a black shadowy figure on camera.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, so now I'm in a relationship with somebody who actually like supports it and understands it and gets it and is down for it and makes my life a lot easier.
That's good. You have to have like support in a relationship. I'm very much so like a hopeless romantic. So like,
I get it. I by the way, I am a hopeless romantic too, and it will come eventually for you. And in whatever shape or way is best for you. You just got to be open and ready to receive it. And also know that like if you're holding on to toxicity and cancerous energy or people, which I am and have had to cut out and in the process of like cleansing myself from, the only way good and new and healthy will flow is if that like rotting limb is cut the fuck away. Rotting limb being that cancerous person that's been sucking all your goodness.
I feel like I'm in a therapy session right now.
That's true.
Tears are a possible option.
Sister, those who can't do teach. Okay, Hate You and Just a Friend are connected.
Right.
I'm assuming you hate the person because you're finding out that she isn't just a friend, so you hate them.
Hate You, it's funny because the title's very misleading. Hate You is actually about how I don't hate him. So it's like...
So I heard that in the lyrics, but like, okay, understood. That makes a lot of sense.
It's basically like someone that did something crappy, and then it's like, but I hate how I don't hate you at all. So that's
because you love them so deeply and you hold a place of love for them, even though they destroyed you.
Period. Wow. Why you gotta say it like that?
No, but it's true. Well, I'm holding on to it now as we speak. It's like a very big part of my life.
Look. I'm taking it out of my pocket and I am letting it go.
Release.
Can you do that too, Zach?
I did it. Release. Yeah, if I got to do it, so do you.
Yeah, I'm releasing. It's
okay, good.
Release. You have to have the hand motion and the arm thing.
Sorry, okay, but is that like, am I releasing it correctly?
It's an out. It's not an up. It's an out and down.
Dan, you got anything you need to release?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm great.
He actually has,
all right.
He's like released everything.
People love to talk about all these issues. I'm like, I can't relate to anything like that.
You're like, I can't relate to anything. I'm just here.
Yeah.
Why have we only really gotten 2 songs from you?
Well,
what's the deal on that?
New music is on the way. I've been in the studio like constantly. And I think I really wanted to take a little bit of time to figure out, like what I want to say on like an upcoming EP and just really figure out me as an artist before just like throwing out, any kind of music. So I've just really been honing in on that. And I'm very excited about things that are upcoming, though.
Where are you landing? What sonic space are you in? And how does Just a Friend and Hate You lead into that? Or is there no correlation at all?
I mean, I'm a dancer, so like trying to work on those, like up-tempo records has definitely been something that I've been doing recently. But I feel like just like music-wise, I don't necessarily want to put myself in a box. Like I love so many different styles of music. I grew up on like everything, like Motown, like 80s, like everything. So I think all of that musicality I've taken inspiration from into finding my sound as I've grown up. But I just really want on upcoming music, my big thing is I want people to feel something when they listen to my music, whether it's like a depressing song like Hate You and they're crying and screaming in their car, or Just a Friend and they're like dancing around in their room. Either way, whenever you listen to my music, I just want you to feel something, whether it's through the lyrics or through the musicality.
I get that. Mm-hmm. And by the way, like it's clearly working, right?
Well, thank you.
So is that the through line to the album that you're going to create, is just evoking emotion?
I mean, yeah, any type of emotion, like them beating his car with a bat, throwing bologna on it. I don't know. Or like crying. It just as long as they feel something, any type of emotion, that's really what I want.
So how much of the album is done?
I can't tell you that, Zach.
Okay.
but I'm working on it. But I can tell you that. I can tell you that an EP is very soon.
Cool. So 5 songs? 4, 6?
Maybe 27 and a half. I don't know.
That's a lot of songs for any
I was-
bit. I don't know if I got
don't
time.
hold me against that. Please, no one write that number down.
Yeah, what's the half? Like an interlude?
It's just like me just like bawling my eyes out as a singular track for like 3 minutes.
So you're like a real dancer.
I am. I actually grew up doing dance competitions, but I feel like
I
a lot
know.
of people don't know that about me.
No, you did the most a la Seconde turns in 10 seconds
Oh my
while
gosh.
blindfolded.
How the heck did you find that?
You also did, you won that twice, I guess. And then you have the fastest time to complete 10 dance illusions. What the fuck is that?
It's
a dance
pretty
illusion.
bougie. That was in like, I think I was 11. I was in like 7th grade. I remember this. My mom used to own a dance studio, and me and my best friend literally sat in that dance studio, and she was like, okay, I'm going to film you until you get it. And so I just like sat there for like 2 hours, and I was like, I'm going to break this record. And I did it.
I don't even know what you're doing, though. What are you
it's
doing?
It's like turns. The one of them's turns, and the other one is like a leg lift thingy, my bobber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
That demonstration is for another show. Because I will show you, but like you also have to do it with me.
I would love to see that.
That's what I'm saying.
Does it
That's
require-
quality content.
Does it require flexibility?
Possibly. And some coordination. You got any of that?
I got a little bit. I used to dance a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a tap dancer.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Fuck you. You gonna really come at me like that? Like, get out of here.
What you telling me doesn't look like a tap dancer?
No,
Like, what do I not have the body of somebody who can move their feet?
Wow,
No,
Dan.
let's not get into that.
Brother, I am bottom heavy like a penguin. I
I've
can do
just
it.
known you for a long time, and I've never seen you tap. I've seen your tap shoes, but you've never put them on.
Yeah, because you're not worthy of watching my art.
Got it.
I mean, I walked in and I was like happy feet in person. That's the vibes that I was getting.
That's what you got from
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
She looked at my feet. She was like, "Oh, those feet? They've worn some shoes, tap shoes."
Those feet,
Yeah,
legendary.
They were.
I grew up doing like every style of dance, like tap, jazz, ballet, hip hop. I was competition dance, like all the hairspray, everything.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
The whole thing is weird.
What, like
weird.
dance or like dance competitions?
Dance competitions are weird. And it's only until recently that I've deemed them as weird. Here's what I'm going to tell you. The Dance Mom show freaks me the fuck out. Like, you got to get rid of the actual girls, these small children.
Yeah.
Wearing nothing, essentially, and doing these things. Fucking eliminate that and just keep the yelling and the crying. Like, nobody who's watching the dances except for freaks.
So then instead of just dance moms, it's just moms.
No,
And it's
well,
just people yelling at each
It's
other.
moms yelling over dance. I just think for the safety and security of the next generation of our youth, we should remove that from fucking television because who knows what's out there. I'll tell you what's out there. It ain't good.
Well, you should just send them like a very strongly worded email.
I've been thinking about it.
I mean, it's been keeping me awake at night.
Honestly, Child Protective Services should step in. No, really, it's weird. Like, nobody thinks about that? Am I the only one?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I don't ever watch those shows, so I don't really know.
Okay, but it's not quite.
It's a great show.
No, it is. I grew up watching it, and like the actual dance competitions, it's like it's not quite as hectic. It depends on like the studios. Like I feel like some studios are crazier than others. Some dance moms can be a little.
No, they're crazy, dude.
Yeah,
and
but-
and it's like over nothing. It's like, what are you winning? Actually nothing. Actually nothing. And by the way, we can make this very clear. The career of a dancer may be the hardest career of any performer out there by far. Your shelf life is fucking tiny. Your window of opportunity is tiny.
See,
you get
he's just
you
like-
get paid nothing. Like, you want to keep going?
But as a dancer, I can speak from the passion behind it.
Oh, great passion.
It's
Don't pay
like-
bills.
No, but it makes you happy, Zach.
Yeah. If happiness cash checks, I'd say I'd be rich, but probably not. I'm kidding. No, it is passionate. Like,
It is. It's a very passion driven like career. Cause like I love like dance and singing. Like both of those are like very equal to me. If someone asked me to choose, I would have a mental breakdown. So the fact that I can incorporate that into like, you know, future performances and stuff like that makes me very happy.
yeah, because it's giving triple threat.
Don't flatter me like this.
Well, not everybody has 3. Most people have 1 or barely 1, and it's like, okay, you can like dance behind some artist until your ankle breaks, and then you're fucked.
Someone commented on my video and they're like, is there anything you can't do? And so I just decided to be sarcastic and I was like, I can't unicycle.
Oh, you should try that though. It takes.
Probably be bad at it.
I don't know. It takes core strength and balance, which you probably have. It's
Yeah, but I'm also clumsy. So like I'm a dancer, but I'm also like I walk into walls occasionally, more than occasionally.
If I had a unicycle here, I'd ask you to ride it, but I don't. Kind of sucks.
It's really great that there's not a unicycle in here because I didn't feel like testing my abilities today.
Honestly, it's giving missed opportunity.
Okay, well the next time you bring a unicycle, I'll bring some tap shoes,
You're
and
right.
we'll just have at it.
I'm down.
I'm into that.
What are you thinking, Daniel?
Do you see a day where you just completely stop doing like TikTok and YouTube shorts and focus solely on music?
I think like TikTok and just like my social media in general, I feel like I will always be active on these platforms just because I feel like it's the easiest way for me to be connected with these people.
Yeah.
So I don't see that now.
But what about like the comedy videos? Like,
Right.
They must take a lot of time, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be points where, like I'm on tour, but like I feel that even, if I'm not posting a skit, I still want to be able to, like just have those personality pieces and stuff just so I stay like real with the people that follow me.
Yeah, I guess that is what grew your audience in the first place.
Yeah.
And they're getting to know you.
Exactly.
And it's content, and it's entertaining.
Exactly.
And
I try.
Yeah, but the music's good too.
Thank you.
So, like, now, do you have a date in your head for an album or an EP? Or the EP is what you mentioned. So, like, do you set goals like that or what?
I mean, I have a possible date in my head, but is it going to come out my mouth? Probably not.
Well, you got to work backwards from somewhere. Yeah. No pressure.
It's soon. That was my
How many
answer.
songs do you sit on that are done?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I've been working on that nobody's heard and it kind of drives me crazy. But I hope that whenever I put these out that people resonate with them and just like them as much as I do, because I think that's always like a fear of mine, especially like when I released my first song. Because it was, obviously different than, like what I usually do and what people know me for. But it really connected with the audience like even more than I thought it was going to. And I got like an overwhelmingly positive response from everybody, which made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Which, yeah, it was just a really good feeling.
Well, we're ready for an EP.
Me too.
Feed us.
I will.
You can listen
With
to
a spoon.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
No crumbs. You can listen to any of Jordi's music. It's all on Amazon Music, and by all I mean there's only 2 songs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I just didn't know if
There
I
will
missed
be
it.
more soon. I promise.
All 2 songs are waiting for you on Amazon Music. You can also like create a show here on AMP and play your music. All 2 songs available in the AMP library. Play it over and over again. You can play each one 5 times in a row.
That's what I'm saying.
That's good stuff.
All 2. All 2 of them.
Did you say you wrote Just a Friend first before Hate You?
Yeah.
Why'd you put out Hate You first then?
That's a good question. I honestly just wanted to put out a ballad first.
Why?
Well, I mean, switching over from social media into music can sometimes be a rough transition.
Yep.
And a lot of people didn't know that I was a singer before I even started social media. So I just felt like a ballad just felt good to put out first. So
Were you worried about that? People being like, oh, she's a TikToker, just another social media person trying to sing.
I mean, it definitely crossed my mind. But like I said, like it was an overwhelmingly positive response. So moving forward, I don't have that like stress on my back, of that putting out a song for the first time at least. So yeah.
And you know what? A lot of the comments do say, oh, wow, a TikToker who can actually sing. That must make you feel pretty good.
I mean, it definitely does. I am very happy that people like the music because before I put it out, it was definitely a big thought in my head. But now that I know that people accept it, it feels nice.
You should be proud.
Thank you.
The records are great, and all 2 of them are waiting for you on Amazon Music. Click the link in the description below. Final thoughts, Daniel?
Yeah, who's
Oh, he's a TikToker.
That is actually one of my best friends.
Yeah, he's an influencer, right?
He is.
Does he make music too?
He does. He's a singer.
Yeah. I've seen him on my feed.
On the feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you? I don't think I've seen a single one of your videos organically on my feed. I don't know why.
Wow. How dare you say
I know
this to
that's
me?
offensive. I think maybe I
I'm
don't
just
know,
kidding.
but we got to fix that.
Yeah,
It's not a you thing. It's probably like my feed. Like I have a pretty gay feed. So I don't know.
I will start catering to you.
Yeah,
okay,
do
Zach?
more gay shit on there, and you'll get on his feed.
Yeah, you're not doing enough gay stuff.
I'm so sorry. I really should have thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an underserved demographic. Not on TikTok, honestly. We're being served in so many different ways. Like, honestly, we're stuffed to our gills, right, Carlos? It's too much. It's too much.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah, if you can just like maybe throw one on there.
All right, I got you.
Well, how'd you know who the other guy was that I brought up?
Because he's probably good looking.
He is a very good looking guy.
That's probably what curates my fucking feed.
It
Yeah.
is, yeah.
He's
Am I
very
wrong?
talented too.
Listen,
That's why I get a lot of singers and a lot of people doing covers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's because you're good looking. No offense, I'm sure you're.
he
good
is
looking.
very good
I
looking.
can't picture
Jail.
his face, but I know
Jail,
he
Zach.
sings.
And the internet ships you guys, and you responded to everybody saying your mom.
Yeah, because your mom. I mean, listen, when you make videos with anybody that is the opposite sex, people are going to ship you.
Yes, they are.
Like genuinely, it can be anybody.
Not me.
And that's that's just listen. That's just how the internet works, and I've come to accept it. It works like that for everybody but Zach.
Yes.
But it's just something that comes with the career that I'm in, and I'm just learning to accept it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Your mom.
That's what I'm saying. Your mom is a very popular topic. I was talking to her last night, actually. Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's real. I can make 1,000 jokes on how my mom died, but I won't do that because that'd just be fucking weird.
His mom's also alive.
Literally, when I tell
Jesus,
you,
Zach.
my soul just left my body.
I could see it. I saw everyone just.
Actually left my body. I was like planning. I was like, I don't know how to go from here. Do I just leave?
You're in my studio, okay?
That was horrible. I'm gonna have to go to therapy. Actual therapy.
It's weird. We have the barista across the way doubles as a therapist. I'm sure she could schedule you in for today.
Lovely.
Carlos Camera will arrange. Thoughts?
Yeah, I do have one last question.
Of course he did.
Yes.
If you post a video, a skit, and it
Right.
performs terribly, will you leave it up there or will you take it down?
I've learned to leave it up there. I used to sometimes take them down, but now I feel like with the algorithm too, I feel like the reason a lot of people take their posts down is because they're like, oh, I don't like the way it looks. But like the algorithm it has its own little brain. So I'd say like my advice for anybody that does that is just to leave it up there. Because I've had videos that have taken off like a month after they've been up.
Yeah,
So,
someone from TikTok said they have like a 60-day window to take off.
yeah,
So
that's true.
I think people are just embarrassed to see like a low number on their video
I
compared
know.
to high numbers.
I know. But that's just like, they're going to regret it if they had left it up a couple more
And it
days
takes
and it
off
did
in a
very
couple
good.
days. Yeah.
Social media is an ugly beast.
Yeah.
It's bad. Everybody feels like they need to be making something for the social media. And it's like, dude, just live to live. And if you're going to like make videos and like keep memories and diaries, let's keep it to yourself. He's got shit like nobody gives a shit.
That's what Snapchat memories are for. Have you ever had just like a Snapchat memory pop up and you're like, absolutely, why did I look like that 4 years ago?
Yeah, well, see, that's like a for you thing. Like,
Yeah, I don't
enjoy
want
that-
anyone to see that.
Yeah, enjoy that. Yes.
Yeah, but isn't that funny that 4 years from now you're going to think about that today?
Are you calling me ugly, Dan?
No,
Wow.
that came off real bad. But you know what I mean? And,
Therapy, I will take that up, actually, again.
no, but I do. In 4
more things
years,
to
I'll
talk
probably
about.
look back and be like, what the hell was I wearing on that day?
That's true.
But today,
That's
I'm like,
true.
I look cool as shit. You know?
Yeah, but sometimes it is good to look back. It's just like, why do you, like, okay. Like, so,
But you've also been on the internet you're still young. You've been on the internet for so long.
I'm 20 years old. My back hurts.
Oh, man, I could be your father if I had a kid when I was 12.
That's,
what?
Oh, I'm 12 years older than her.
Thank you for doing the math, but the year is like, I don't know.
12-year-old father's kind of concerning.
Yeah,
I
what
know.
year?
Slightly.
What year were like 12-year-olds having kids?
None of them, I don't think.
Nah, there was a point in history where we were using like 3-year-old children as chimney sweeps.
Oh,
Swear to God.
that was before my time, I think.
Oh, by a couple
Yeah, I
hundred
was
years.
03.
No, Google that. Google little baby chimney sweeps. It's shit's real.
Guys, don't Google that.
No.
Nobody Google that.
No, it's a good opportunity
I don't even know what
to
a
look
To
back
use
at
children as chimney sweeps.
to look back at history and realize what children were forced to do, how great our lives are today, and how we need to keep children safe tomorrow. Google it. Shit's real.
I mean,
I'm so
And then
glad
there's-
my mom didn't shove me in a chimney.
No.
I don't even think we had a chimney.
Yeah.
Do people have chimneys
How
still?
did Santa get to you? Magic. That's the
true.
answer. Went on right
Exactly.
under your door or through the little vent. Mm-hmm. Santa could figure it out. Did you Google this?
Yeah, kids used to chimney sweep.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's a video of this little 3-year-old kid holding a little tiny ladder, and it looks like it looks like a little grown man, and he's covered in ash. And it's like, damn,
And
is
they-
that a 3-year-old or a 95-year-old grandpa?
When I was 3, I think I was shoving like Cheerios up my nose.
Yeah,
like
well.
different time.
that's interesting.
And by the way, think about it like this: like humans were less advanced then than they are today, and 3-year-olds were still able to learn how to fucking clean chimneys.
It's not that hard. You get a broom and you move it.
Brother, it's a 3-year-old. You kidding? Dude, what? That's crazy. I couldn't clean a chimney now if I tried.
That's probably true, but you can tap dance, so that's all that matters.
Yes, I can. Thank you so much for reminding me of that.
You're welcome.
It means a
You're welcome.
lot.
Someone needs to remind you.
Thank you. Yeah, because I'm around somebody who's just jealous of that skill and talent.
Yeah.
It's like jealousy is so ugly on you, Dan.
I did just think of another
Try
question.
something else.
Yeah, you need a new color.
I just thought of one last question.
Yes.
Maybe it's not even my business.
Probably
But
isn't.
is the guy that you wrote these songs about still with the girl that he said was just like a sister?
Good question.
He's not.
He's not.
He's not. It's very unfortunate.
But
for
do
him.
you hold room in your heart for him to come back?
I think I'm just existing right now. I don't. That's kind of just where I'm at.
I watched an entire video of you texting him lyrics, and it looks like he was trying to get together.
Was he?
Yes.
It's understandable. Yeah, but I think that's kind of where that stopped at the moment.
That video.
Yeah.
Healthy. What's right for you is healthy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen to Jordi's music. It's waiting for you.
All 2 songs.
We're gonna-
Every single 2 of them.
Yeah, you have 2 songs. They're on Amazon Music. You can also listen to them right here on AMP. And final thoughts?
There's another one coming. Everybody loves the word soon. Soon?
Very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Wow.
I added an extra word just for like a little sprinkle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for now, we'll listen to Hate You. And we'll say, thank you, Jordi, for being here. Appreciate you beyond.
Oh, well, I appreciate you guys for having me. I had so much
course.
fun.
Yeah, anytime. Come back.
I will.
We're
After my therapy session.
yeah.
And maybe when Dan decides to be nice.
What did I do today? I thought I was on my best behavior.
This is your best behavior.
I was pretty good today.
Imagine when he's bad.
Oh my god.
Apologize.
Sorry.
Say it
know
like
what?
you mean it.
No.
Say it with your chest.
Sorry.
Oh, I hated that.
That sounded like a 16-year-old dude just like not taking accountability for his actions.
What he's
Are
a
you-
32-year-old dude not taking accountability for his actions. So what are the
are
chances?
you used to young males not taking accountability for their actions?
Possibly. Yeah, that's another conversation.
No, and I think it's a conversation for now.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, Jordi, everybody.